Okay. 5 ways to change. Yeah, that's good. That's good. A way. What you think a key is? Keisha? Something you use to what?
To enter.
Something you use to enter. Ah, I love that. That's beautiful. See, sometimes when we say stuff and we think it's joking, sometimes you can say something that's very wise. Because really, a key is something that you use
That's right.
to enter.
That's right. A way.
A lot of things you can't even enter without a key.
Right.
And it's the same thing on a physical key. But a lot of things also you can't enter without a mental key. Right? And if we live the lifestyle for so long of things that are blind that we can't see, that other people can see about us or about you, then guess what? It's time to change.
Yeah.
And how do we change? Right? We change by using keys to change. How do you use keys to change? You use these keys to enter into another life.
Right.
Not saying like an afterlife.
Right.
But I'm talking about a different life.
Right, like another direction.
That's right. Another, and that's a good way to put it. Another direction. Sometimes in life, you have to when you get to a road and them roads kind of bumpy and all types of stuff on them roads, guess what? Sometimes you got to just turn around and go in another direction. If that road hasn't been working for you, you have to go another direction. So the 5 keys to positive change. Key is used to enter something, right? These 5 keys today that we're going to talk about, they're going to use to enhance where you're trying to go, to enhance your goals, and not only to enhance your goals, but to enhance how we think. Because we need to learn how to think better than we normally would do. You know? And not saying that bad folk, but we all make bad decisions. Yeah. All of us make bad choices. Nobody is exempt from making bad choices. You know, and that's the thing about it. We got a choice to either do something that's good, that's positive, or something that's negative. If you're around, you entertaining negative stuff, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get negative results. Right. If you're around things that are positive, things that are of good report, things that are good. Right, period. Period. Yeah. That's right. Then you're gonna reap some good benefits from thinking positive. Right? And really that's how that's really keeping it real. When you keep it positive, you're keeping it real. Right. You know, we say, yo, keep it real, like in the streets. Yeah, keep it real. But what are we keeping it real to? Are we keeping it real to something that's not real? Right. Are we keeping it real to something that's like a myth, which is the streets? Because the streets, everything in the streets is a lie. It's a myth. Like an illusion or something. That's right. That's right. And I talk about it in my book as well. So the 5 keys to a positive change, right? The first key, and I know for a fact because it worked, and it worked for me, is listening. Listening. So the first key is listening or being an active listener. What's an active listener, Keisha? What did the word active mean? Active. What does it mean? Does anybody here know what the word active mean? Okay, so yeah, that's a form. Listen, if you go to the bank and you put money inside the bank and they give you a card, you can't do nothing until you do what to that card? Activate. Oh, y'all know about that, don't you? Y'all know about that money? Yes, sir. You can't do nothing until you what? Activate. Until you activate it. And that's the same thing. So activate means what, Keisha? If you can't do nothing until you activate that card, being an active listener means what? Activate means you have to do what? Start listening. Start listening how? Don't get quiet on me. Y'all got real quiet.
Yeah, 'cause I'm like, hold on.
See, but it lets me know that y'all listening.
Right.
See, and this is what I'm trying to ask y'all. Y'all see the response?
Right.
Listen. No,
Right.
seriously.
We listening.
Y'all listening.
Right.
Y'all stop. That let me know that you're thinking.
Right.
Come on, man. That let me know that you're thinking. So that's what being an active listener is. Y'all
Thinking.
just did it.
Thinking.
An active listener is taking in what you hear and digesting it. Thinking about what you're hearing. That's active. Not if somebody tell you something and then you just let it go in one ear. Y'all ever hear one ear and come out the other?
Yep.
That's real. In the meaning, what you think they mean by that, Deshaun?
Mean by what?
One ear and coming out the other.
You listening, but you're not really listening.
You listening, but you're really not listening. How many times we do that during the day?
All day, every day.
That's right. See that? You see what I'm saying? See, you just said that all day, every day. So what you learning? If you're not listening to anything around you, what are you learning?
I got selective hearing.
Selective?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's talk about selective hearing, young man. What's your selective hearing? So, oh, I get it. You select what you want to hear.
Right. Right.
That's what you want to do. But what if the things that you selecting are not good for you? And see, that's good that you said that. Deshaun, I'm glad you said that. Because it let me know that you're thinking, and at the same time, is that you know. Now you're accountable. Because you said selective. Meaning that you know what's coming your way. You hear the things that are spoken to you. But you're making the choice to choose to listen to what you want to listen to. You're selecting certain voices that come your way. I wrote a piece of poetry says it talks about voices. It says voices all around me. I'm hearing voices trying to help or destroy me. Should I listen and take heed or mute the sounds and act naive? Of these voices, I'm hearing voices. All day long, you are hearing voices. Not saying you're crazy,
right?
But people are talking to you each and every day about something that's either important to you, something that's really not important to you, or just regular talk, frivolous talk. And the majority of the time, a lot of people are talking about things that don't even know what they're talking about. And that's how we get pulled into rumors and gossip. How many times have you heard something that what you found out it wasn't even true?
Quite plenty.
How many times have you formed an opinion about what you heard and you thought it was true, so you formed your own opinion about it?
Plenty times.
And then once you found out that it wasn't true, then here we go again with the blaming. Well, you ain't even taking accountability of that you actually believe it. Well, I ain't believe it anyway. Yeah, you did. Because if you didn't believe it, you wouldn't have never formed an opinion about it.
That's right. You responded to it.
You see what I'm saying? You responded to it. So that's what listening does. Like each and every day, one of your 5 keys to a positive change is being an active listener. Not only just listening, being able to dissect what you hear. What you hear. And it's just like a plate of food. You're going to eat what you want to eat on the plate, and what you don't want to eat, you're going to leave it on the plate. But all the things that we eating on that plate, are they good for us?
Right.
See, you may have just ate all the dessert. Didn't eat the greens and didn't eat the protein.
Right.
So now you just got a bunch of sweets. And you're still hungry. Because the sweets is not going to feel the nutrition that you need.
That's like temporary sugar.
You see what I'm saying? It's temporary. That's the way you got to look at your listening, like a plate of food that you're going to eat. You got to eat stuff that's good for you. You got to, when you hear stuff that's good for you, you take it in, you listen, actively, and you learn, and you grow.
Right.